My hair looks silly. Hold on. Let me fix these. Fix. It's okay. I did my roots. Look it. I'm not hideous anymore. Hi, Stephanie. Chocolate starfish. Hi, baby cakes. So, right now, I am packing sloth, which is one of the seven deadly sin, the seven deadly sin, paintings from Heaven and Earth Designs. Um, I already finished packing one. Okay, so I've updated my system again. So I've been able to pack at least two packets of drills, so two canvases worth of drills, um, every day after I finish work at school. And also, all of my diamond paintings, there are seven of them, are available to buy at my website. The link is jadedgemshop.com. I was like, why am I not selling them as fast as I'm selling everything else? Dude, it's your own brand. Everything else is connected to a different brand. So I'm dumb. And I was freaking out for no reason. And things start off slow, so it's okay. I will survive. I'm a survivor. I ain't gonna give up. So, Mom, I'm on live. Hello, Kelly. Tell what again? Stop it, Christiane. Stop it. Stop. Hello, Diana. So, hello, Jody. I like that name, Jody. It reminds me of Jodie Foster, which also makes me think of bananas because of Banana Foster. I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying, Stephanie. I have ADHD. I can't keep my brain in place for more than 5 seconds. Hello, Harry. I mean, Christiane. Just keep buying stuff. So tonight I am packing one of the seven deadly sins, sloth. This is the last one. One of my customers ordered a whopping seven because they bought seven deadly, all of the seven deadly sins from Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't remember who the artist is, but they bought all of them. I am out. Mom, could you go? Are you on the phone? Can you go in the living room or whatever the back room is? Which one's which? I'm trying to be nice to my mom because when she talks in the background, my brain gets scrambled and it's like a dip, blah, 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 you know? One of my students found my YouTube channel. Hi, Bev, I love you. Stephanie, you have to remember what it was like to be the child, right? Um, so I don't remember what I was saying, but right now I am completely out of two colors, and I'm very stressed about it because those are colors that I need. So, okay, I have 10 different um packets of drills packed, ready to ship out, except all of them are missing one color. It's 3846 they're missing and 3834 they're missing. And I am very stressed out about it. I emailed them. One of them, I'm not sure they got the email because they haven't emailed back, so I'm hoping they're just cool with waiting another week because it's going to be a week before those things show up. Um, let's see. Big Scoopy Scoopy. But I am stressed out. Oh my god. No, I'm not that stressed out. I was stressed out the first time that happened, but then I realized most of my customers are pretty chill and they're not gonna like hate me. And if they do, I'm like, dude, refund or don't be mean to me. Like it's one thing to be like, hey, there's an order. Like I'm upset that like this is taking a while, but I understand, but like, could you tell me what's going on? But like, when customers are rude, I'm like, I shut down. I'm just like, do you want a refund or do you want me to still do the order? Like, what do you want? Because I don't know. I don't know what to do. So let's see. This nerdy life, do it. Do it. Of course, Christiane. By the way, you guys, Christiane, she just has, I think, 4 videos on her channel, but she has a really nice presence about her. So if you guys want to go check her out, you should. She has a lot. Well, she was opening a couple of the I was gonna say diamond painting Deutschland. Distracted by diamonds. I mean, aren't I pretty close to DAC's main office? Oh, one of my students found my YouTube channel and then he told me yesterday he was like, "You're so funny. Like I thought you were just funny like in class, but you're actually really funny." And I'm just like, "Well, thank you. But don't watch my YouTube, please." Hello, Denise. Stephanie, do it. But yeah, also, this week has been hard on my mental health because I have been having severe anxiety. So, if you guys don't know, I'm diagnosed with severe anxiety, OCD, and ADHD. And ADHD just makes them worse because I hyperfocus on the anxiety when I'm having it. And then OCD makes me have intrusive thoughts. And my anxiety is mainly centered around health. So I'm going through caffeine withdrawals because I gave up soda for Lent, and that was my only source of caffeine. So giving that up, I'm like, do it, do it, do it, do it. Who's Caden? I know my students are like, and then my student who found my YouTube was like, "Hey, everyone, Miss Margot," because I have them call me Miss Margot because they say my name wrong all the time. They're like, "Miss Margot's famous. She has 4,000 subscribers," and I'm just like, "Oh my God." No, Stephanie, the thing is, I have caffeine pills. I took them for the first 2 days, so I didn't go through like super harsh caffeine withdrawal. But I guess since it's like a concentrated dose, it gets in my system too fast, and then my heart beats all fast, and I'm like, so I just decided I'm gonna suffer with a small headache, and then take little bitty sips of coffee as needed. Enablers Outpost. I just bought a octopus from you. Well, like octopus diamond painting. Aw, that's sweet, Stephanie. Bev, what is the dot for? I feel like you're intimidating me. What do you want? Hold on, 128. Also, okay, I don't know what happened like a week and a half ago, but Shopify had this really freaking weird glitch, and I had 3 orders where the listings combined, because like I give for the most part, I give what is it called? Custom listings for everybody who's getting a new chart because like I'm not gonna go through Heaven and Earth Designs and list every single one. That's too much work. And plus people like to do add-ons and stuff. It's just easier to do it the other way. Um but Mom, Mom, every time my mom talks, it's like I can't talk because my brain is thinking of her. What 223? Um I don't remember what I was saying again. Oh, no, okay, so Shopify had this weird glitch. I think it had to do with Shopify because I don't know how else it would happen because my I can hear her though and it distracts me because I can't You know what? I'll be a smart person and put in my second headphone. There we are. Except I don't like wearing this headphone in my left ear because these are weird headphones where they shape to your ear, but that one's still so tiny that it. Can you guys hear me fine? It keeps connecting and disconnecting. Hello, Sabrina. Oh my gosh. Stop disconnecting. What is this? Do it, Christiane. Um. Also, I heard that if you have like a panic attack, flicking the middle of your forehead will help, and it kind of does. Um, Honestly, Katie's close enough. She could come raid Jada Gem Shop. She could just come here, steal everything, come over, and be like, "What happened?" Also, I hope she's doing well. If you guys like follow her Patreon, send her well wishes and prayers, and whatever you give it to her. Um, but yeah, there was this weird glitch on Shopify. Every time I go over there, I remember what I was doing. So it was like two different people would make two separate orders, and then the previous order would glitch and change so that it purchased the same listing as the person after them, and it was weird because they're like completely different orders, completely different like purchase amounts and everything, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I just relisted theirs, and then I was like, I'll like speed up your shipping because like your order number is gonna be like higher now. I didn't know. I was stressed. And that happened to three different people, so I'm like, it can't just be like a fluke. Because like, how did it happen to three separate, well, it was six people, but three separate like orders. My bulb is haunted. But yeah, so I keep having to talk myself out of anxiety. Like last year, I had like a really bad like anxiety meltdown, and it lasted probably 3 to 6 months. I love you, Stephanie. Yes, Christiane, and they have a lot of benefits and just things I prefer as a website. I hated Etsy, so I didn't want to go back to Etsy because I had them when I had a different small business for selling. That was a long time ago, but I hated Etsy. So I was like, you know what? I'll do Shopify. And since I have like a lot of my diamond paintings, Stephanie, is that what you're talking about? Hold on, let me fill this. 317. But anyways, I will say I'm kind of proud of myself because I feel like I've been improving with my anxiety so much. So I'm having a full panic attack right now, like full blown. My palms are sweaty. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna die. You're gonna have an aneurysm. You're gonna have a stroke, something like that, because of the symptoms you're feeling from caffeine withdrawal. But I'm like, there enough, and I've practiced enough to say, hey, you're okay. You've gone through caffeine withdrawals. My brother's gone is going through caffeine withdrawals. He's feeling the same things, and I'm not dying. So I'm like talking myself off a ledge instead of like before I needed help. Pandora's box, I think I've sold. I've I only have like three left in stock. Another one that's selling well is the orange slices. There is only, I think, four of those left. Strangely enough, Pandora's bot or Pandora's. Uh, Persephone holding the pomegranate isn't selling that well. Um, I think there's seven left of the lady holding the jug of water, and I wanted her because I wanted there to be more paintings with people of color. And I'm pretty sure she is. I couldn't really tell where she was from. Um, so I'm hoping she's a person of color. I don't know. Enablers Outpost, do not put yourself down. Stop it before I slap your hands. No, be nice to yourself. Lent ends exactly on Easter. But I don't want to go back to caffeine. And the thing is, so I still have coffee for I don't like coffee, but I've been having a little bit of coffee in the morning. But if I start getting caffeine headache later in the day, I'm um I'm like, oh, like I'll just drink a little more coffee. If I drink caffeine any other time or take caffeine pills any other time, then right when I wake up, I get all jittery and my heart starts pumping too fast and I get a panic attack. It's so weird. Yay, Lynn! I hope you're having fun listening to me, even though I'm the most boring person alive. Also, okay, I have to tell this story. I usually try like to stay away from telling stories about my students because I don't know. I don't know what I'm technically allowed and not allowed to share. I mean, I know I'm allowed to share stuff. I just don't know the ins and outs, the exacts. Um, but these kids, okay, so I was having a panic attack on Friday. Wait, no, Monday? It might have been Monday. And some of my students like know me really well, and they're like, "You seem a little off. Are you okay, Miss Mango?" Because some of them call me Miss Mango, and I'm like I'm having a little bit of anxiety, but it's okay. Like, let's not focus on that. Like, I'm acting like how I am right now. I don't know how they can tell, but because I don't like go out straight and tell them, but I also don't want to lie to them because I want them to know like mental health things happen and it's okay and it's just like it's not something to be ashamed of. So I never want to seem like, oh no, I'm not having anxiety, you know. But so one of my students was like, well, why don't you make silly faces because like that makes me feel better. And I was like, okay. So I kept making silly faces, and he took screenshots of my silly faces, which I don't mind. They know I'm cool with that. And then um and then I made a silly face. He screenshot it and put it in the classroom stream because I teach online. So everything's digital, and everything, that's how they can take a screenshot. And I think there's like 20 kids who put my face as their profile picture, and it's super zoomed in, and the teachers keep saying, "Why do you guys all have the same profile picture? What is that?" None of the other teachers, none of my coworkers have realized that's me, and I think that's hilarious. And I just think it's so sweet that like they like me enough that they're like, "Oh yeah, I'd have her as my profile picture." And it's not an embarrassing picture. It's just like me smiling funny with my eyes crossed. And I just think that's like super cute that they're just like, "You know what? Let's all do this." And then they say they're in the mango cult. Cuz I'm Miss Mango cuz like my last name's really hard to pronounce. So I either have them call me Miss Margot. And then one of the kids was like, "Can I call you Miss Mango?" And I was like, "Sure, I don't mind." And so half the kids call me Miss Margot, half the kids call me Miss Mango. Some call me Miss Frizzle, but I've tried to get them to stop doing that because I don't remember to answer to that. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, there's about 20 kids, and then it's so sweet. A bunch of my students keep saying, "Can you adopt me?" Like, I still love my parents, but I would love for you to be an extra parent. Like, oh, like my dad's single, like, can I give half custody to you and half custody to him because I'd like you as a parent. And I think that's so sweet. They are in seventh grade, most of them. I have eighth graders in my first period, but they don't really talk to me that much. What happened? Really, Elizabeth? That's so weird. I did get an order canceled because before the whole situation with Russia and Ukraine happened, I had ordered something from one of the it's one of the places like that's part of that. So they canceled that. Okay, Christiane, that is like the only Randall Spangler I like. Yeah, I hate Etsy. I'm so glad I chose to go with Shopify. Is it because of their destination, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of. I haven't had any issues. Like, I've had a couple weird, like, glitch issues with Shopify, but that's it. I bet you anything, I'm only gonna get half of this order done. Because I'm talking to you guys. 327. But, and, I was having anxiety this morning, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't go live today. Because, like, I'm having anxiety. Maybe I shouldn't. But I always feel better when I'm talking to people, so I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. Well, I love your stuff regardless, Elizabeth. Also, if you have acrylic drills and that's what you're talking about, I have a fascination with melting them. So I really want to do a painting and melt it to see the difference in how it looks. Because, like, the sparkliness of diamond painting isn't really what I'm there for. I'm there for the image. But I want to do that. And I think it's so cool. And it made me like, oh, I don't mind acrylics anymore. Because I can melt them and have them like a weird perler bead diamond painting hybrid. Aw, Sabrina, you're so sweet. Is death? Oh, I think Stephanie was like, "Have you heard of Death Wish coffee?" I'm like, please God, no. You want me to ship myself to you, Stephanie, when I send you something? Also, for all of my friends who have diamond painting businesses, I have, I think, four suppliers I trust. I decided to go with the one I did because they did specific things the way I personally like them. But I have like other suppliers who I vetted, they got good drills and everything. So if you guys ever want that, like DM me on Instagram. I will send you the information. The thing is, I'm not looking at my friends in the diamond painting community as competition, like even though they are technically if they're selling stuff, but I'm looking at them as friends. Like I see no reason why you can't enjoy all of it at different times. You know what I mean? Also, my style is very specific, like what I'm doing with my diamond paintings. It's mainly old masters and then random, like, colorful photos. Like, it's not that's me. I mostly like old masters. And I like editing the photos and cropping the photos to make them look a specific way. But I know everybody's different. It's like, what is her shot name? I can't remember. But she does these like beautiful stock images where they're like basically rainbows and they're beautiful. But that's not something I would sell on my website because that's just not my style. I'd buy it, but it's not something I'd want to sell. You know what I mean? So I don't see a reason with there being hate. Like, well, with the whole drama that happened, like, what was it, 2, 3 weeks ago? Between two tray sellers, like that shouldn't have to happen because one of them gets a stick in their butt and was like, it's competition. Girl, chill. There's enough orders for all of us. Plus, most of us are addicted to diamond painting anyway, so it's not like you're only going to buy from one company. Except for the DAC purists, but most of us get out of that pretty quick. Yes, Stephanie. True. You know what? Maybe I should do it live when I do it. Like I'll record it for a video, but then I'll do the melting portion live. Dude, okay, the worst thing about caffeine withdrawals is I keep getting weird muscle twitches, and my brother is too, and I know I'm fine, but my lips just went inside. It felt so weird. I've heard from a birdie that it is very likely going to happen for summer with the Masters. But yeah, the thing is, it took me a good 4 or 5 months because obviously, like sellers from China, they don't ship very fast, and I wasn't willing to pay expedited shipping just for things that may not be the quality I want. So I took my time vetting out a bunch of different companies. But that lady was a bitch. Yeah, Sabrina, they just haven't officially announced it. And, I'm never going to say 100% that they are because I don't want them to feel pressured if for whatever reason they had to cancel it last minute. So, as far as I know, it's probably going to happen. And now I'm going to drink some water. Of course, I'm on Muni's side. She's the only trays I buy. I bought I've tried three separate tray sellers, and those were the only ones who I enjoyed for squares. Yeah, that makes total sense, Stephanie. I don't know, did she fully announce that, or was that just on her Patreon? I'm ready for a nap, but I need to finish this order, and then I'm done with everything I have printed. So basically, how I set up my orders is I edit 10 separate like drill packs sticker sheets because I make the labels myself to put on the baggies. Like I edit them from either the Creatively Stitching site or the Heaven and Earth Design site, and then so I edit them all so they're all in place, and then I put if they're supposed to go on a kit up service or not, and if there's ABs or not. Oh, by the way, did I mention I have ABs now? So if you guys want to add ABs to your order and not have to order separately, I do have ABs. I only have I think 7 colors, but I do have ABs. Plus, I may or may not have offered to be uh, giving a prize for the conclusion of Summer with the Masters or during Summer with the Masters. So let's see how that happens, or if it does. 333. How do you guys feel that I just randomly shout out numbers? I'm like, nope, gotta go fill that one. Okay, let's see. Is it anywhere close? Oh. Why you gotta be dropping shit? And I don't know why lately I've been getting paranoid that I'm not sending enough drills. Like, what if I'm measuring wrong? I know I'm not. And the thing is, even if I didn't send enough, I give a guarantee if you buy a like something from Creatively Stitching or from Heaven and Earth Designs and I didn't send enough, what is it called? Drills. I have like a backup guarantee, like, hey, I didn't send you enough. Um, I can't do that if you order by the gram because the thing is, those ones are for sure right. there's no swaying. With these ones, it's like there's no specific weight for 710 drills, so I have to figure that out on my own. But if you're ordering by the gram, no, I can do exact grams. I'm doing summer with the masters regardless. I mean, literally every painting I do, unless it's either a master's painting or it's a Margaret Morales painting. There is no in between for Jade. And then there's like a rare one that's just thrown in there. Yeah, I think the next lineup for drills, because I do 10 at a time. Diana, a lot of the schools in California are back face to face, but some parents opt out of going back in person because they don't find it safe. So there is the option of going online. But there is a huge waiting list because a lot of people want to go back online. Yes, Stephanie, like the thing is sometimes I'm like, did I step on toes? And then I'll message them, hey, like, is it okay if I do this? Or I hope you didn't think I was trying to be like shady. And they're usually like, oh, thank you for reaching out. Like, no, I didn't even think that. Hell yeah, Katie. Katie, Stephanie, I was reading your message. Hello, Bonkers Becca. What do you mean? My order, like my list of orders right now, they're on time. And I should catch up during spring break because I'll be doing Jada Gem Shop full time since I won't be obviously teaching. Oh, okay. So basically, I print out sticker sheet or I edit sticker sheets. I edit 10 at least, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Like with this last one, I did 11 because I had one order that had 7 packs of drills, one order that had 3, and then one that had 1, but the one was first in line, so I wasn't going to not do the other ones. So varying, so I'll edit them, then I'll print them out on sticker paper, and I will, it looks more like this. Sometimes I'll print 2 if I know that I'm going to need more stickers. Then I score the sticker sheets so that they're easy to just peel and stick. Then while I'm teaching, because like I can keep my hands busy while I'm teaching, I take off the stickers, put them on the baggies, so that I can line them up together. So when I'm packing them, it's not like sticker, this. It's kind of assembly line-ish, and I'm doing a different job every day. Excuse me. So usually it takes me one day to do the stickers, the editing, the stickers, or a day and a half to do the editing, the stickers, and then putting them on the baggies. Then they're in their own packets of what orders need to be filled. And then, so once they are separated, like this one is just the baggies for this one, has all the labels and amounts. And then I just take each baggie, look at the number and the amount, because there is the number in the middle, the DMC number, and then the amount needed. Did I burp? I don't even remember burping. Um, and then I use my scoops. I have teaspoons, tablespoons, all the spoons. And sometimes if it's like 10, I'll use my fingernail because like, and they're very clean. They look a little dirty, but that's because when I got the first initial one on it, it was like a marbled green and white, but now like they're not green or white on top. Oh, by the way, I redid my nails yesterday. Look it, they're shiny this time. I am so boring. I just stay with white nails. Um, but yeah, and then once I pack the orders, they end up on my packing or my shipping table. So this is what it looks like after I have completely filled each baggie with the amount of drills they need. This one is Wrath. So, like I said, this person ordered all 7 of the sins. Um, then when I'm ready, or once I've filled or packed all of the orders for that person that need to go out in the same thing, I package them in baggies, tape them so they're snug so they don't shift around. So for the most part, they are in DMC number order, so it's easier for you guys once you get them. And then I take them to my bedroom where I now have all my shipping supplies, and then I put them in that, and I print out the shipping label, and there we go. There's my whole thing. Let's see, let's see, let's see. What did you guys say? Oh, you were talking about the way it is. I'm a Mexican. I know it's like Mexican leprechaun, but like every time I read it in like a Japanese accent. Mexican. You know? I don't know why. Because Oni-chan. I do post to England. However, there is a shipping cost going to anywhere outside of the Canada, US, and Mexico. But Canada, US, and Mexico all have free shipping. Okay, but the redheaded part is fake. This is a dye job. My hair's black. Not even dark brown, it's black. True, my resin drills are my fairy dust. But yeah, I ship internationally. But I also do like say, hey, if you don't want to order from my shop because of the shipping price, here are other shops I recommend. I did have somebody, so people keep messaging me on Facebook Messenger, and I don't have Facebook Messenger because they blocked me from sending messages back and forth. Like most of the time, they stopped me from sending messages because I called my friend a bitch. Like, yes, bitch, and then it was like, you can't bully. I'm just like, I can't call my friend a bitch. What? True. That's very true. And you know I swear my students forget and then remember that I am 4'6", and they're like, "No way, I'm taller than you. If we were in person, I'd be taller than you." And I'm like, "Yes, it's not a big deal." And they're like, "Oh my God." I only have AB drills and then I have white glow drills at the moment, but I only have 7 AB colors. I color my own hair. I'm the good person. Look at me, beauty queen of the century. Okay, 334. Oh, I hate when that happens. Whenever my battery's about to die on my scale, it'll turn off every like 2 minutes. And my stubborn ass is like, I'm gonna use that. Yeah, I'm on stream. Um, my stubborn ass is like, nope, I'm gonna use that battery till it won't turn on anymore. My students probably would. Well, when I was in person, I had taught in person at a whole different school, because I'm a substitute teacher, but I'm just a long-term sub. Um, and then they, in person, middle schoolers do not like listening to me. Um, there were a lot of inappropriate things that happened, and I had to go to the office and be like, not coming back here tomorrow, bye. No, it was my grandma. She was asking me if I was still on stream. My husband is at his parents' house. Or no, he's actually at the house that we're renovating, working on it. My husband's building a house for me. I love that man. No, ask whatever you want. Ask whatever you want, Sabrina, about the battery. Christiane, poor baby. 334. Where are you? 334. Oh, my headphones just made a really loud noise in them and it scared me. It scared me. I was terrified. Is it 51? I do think it's funny though. I have had a couple people who for some reason think I like can control or own Heaven and Earth Designs and they're like, "Can you tell me like why this happened?" And I'm just like, "Here here's Michelle's contact number or Micheline. Is it how is that name pronounced?" 340. 340. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, very close. Grandma, can you move Alex to the other room? Thank you, baby. I have been married for a year and a half, but we have been together for 11 and a half years. Oh no, I know what you're talking about now, Sabrina. No, not the dirty comments. I love it. That is the when a battery dies on one of those things, it's like God said not today. He said no. Find something more productive to do. But then tomorrow, that baby's charged and ready. So, Harry, the kit up service essentially is pretty much the same as the regular service. However, a person chooses a storage system. I have 4 available on my website. But you can also, if you find some on Amazon, you can have those sent to me. I can add them to my wish list. You will send them to me, and I will use those for your kit up service. Um, but I fill it and put on labels, so it comes with the sticker sheet. Sometimes people accidentally order the sticker sheet when they got the kit up service, and I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't need both. Just one. That's why it says kit up service with labels. Um, and then I label it, I fill them to the exact amount that you should need for that canvas. That way, once it arrives to you, you can open it. If you have your canvas already, you can get going and start. I love Bev so much. Busy Beaver. So 341, 341. Do, 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 do. My singing is so good, they're gonna copyright me. Walk like a man, talk like a man. That song's stuck in my head now. Do 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 do. And I think it's funny, I get stressed out that I'm not sending enough drills when I literally send extra. Like it's at least 20% and then I put an extra 30 to 50 drills on top of that just because I'm so paranoid. Also, okay, I will say there is some tea and shade being thrown in my email. I don't mind it because, people are venting, they have their feelings. But I've had quite a few customers who are like, I ordered drills from this place and I hated them, so I'm trying you. And then I give them the quote and they're like, and they're more expensive. This is ridiculous. I'm so mad at them. I'm staying with you forever. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to start fights here, friends. Uh, you know? No, you don't have to cut them. They're just venting about them not liking the previous service from another company. Yes, leave it to Beaver. I did raise my prices, Bev. I did. After you and Stephanie and somebody else yelled at me, I raised my prices and people are still saying it's too cheap. I'm making profit. Isn't that good enough? Stressing me out. Telling me I'm worth more. Excuse me. Streetwalkers gonna make their own prices. So do I. God damn it. I was like, should I make that joke? Should I make that joke? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, 413. Okay, you guys, I have to tell you a secret. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love and adore Heaven and Earth designs. I think they're great. Usually fantastic rendering. Very happy with them. Never have an issue. But as a drill supplier, what is this stupid curl? As a drill supplier, there is nothing more infuriating than when I have to pack a baggie. Gotta pack a baggie for one drill. One. They're going to use one drill on the canvas, and I'm just like, but why? No, I love having nurse designs. No, I know that's just how the rendering software decided to do it, but I'm just like, one drill? What's the difference? What's the difference? Although, okay, I'm doing a diamond painting right now, and there is a symbol on the picture that is not on the schematic. It wasn't on the printout, like, list. I don't know what to put there. And there's a decent amount of it, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I emailed the company, but I doubt they're gonna write me back because they don't like me. No, I usually give an extra, like, I don't know, just whatever. Like, I'll do, because the smallest scoop I have is my pinky nail, and that gives at least 5 to 10 drills, depending on the angle of scoop. I look like a, you know, but it's drills instead. Um, and that's what I give them. It's just like, it's not worth measuring. Hi, Denise. 414. 414. But I'm terrified because I know it takes people a long time, or a lot of people a long time to get to the point where they're doing the kits that they bought. And I'm scared it's going to be a year down the line before somebody is like, hey, you didn't send enough drills. And I'm just going to have nightmares about it until it happens. 582. Get about the blues. See, this is why my students yell at me. They're like, Miss Margot, what are you singing? Like, I don't even know. It's just something that popped in my head from something that I watched sometime. You act like I know exactly what my own existence is about. Girl, I have no clue. Me. Bev, did you forget me already? I did contact the company, but I don't know if they're gonna write me back. I think I might be on their blocked list. If you know what company it is. If you know, you know. I rarely get nicknames. Denise from where? Tin bins. Tin bins. Tin bins. Who sells tin bins? Although, okay, I am picketing, I am writing, I am starting a conspiracy theory against Bev because she posted a video. She had the audacity to post a video about all of her favorite waxes, knowing full well her friend Jade cannot buy or use them at all. And I have to watch that and be jealous. It's ridiculous. That is probably like, wait, what? Oh, these bins? You can buy up to 99 on their website at a time, and it costs $6.99 shipping and handling. You know what? Maybe I should, but I'm pretty sure they print their canvases to order, so I don't think it would have to be somebody who had ordered that canvas before. Who has a money problem? Yeah, I bought 440, 50, 60. I bought 475 of these bins. At first, I thought Elizabeth said booty calls. I was like, ooh, go get your booty, girl. Go get that booty call. 50. 415. But yeah, so my supplier decided, like, oh, we'll wait and ship out everything together, and it should save you money on shipping. But now I'm like stressed because I'm out of a couple colors, and I'm just like, can you send them out now? And they're like, we're almost done printing your canvases. And I'm just like, but usually when they send a big order, it comes in 5 days. So I'm just gonna email my people. Ew, no, Jade. My husband doesn't let me check out his butt. He gets mad at me. 452. Also, for whatever reason, sometimes I get into random character voices and I don't even know what causes it. But my students are like, why are you talking like an old person? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're just like, bruh. Look at, I'm actually being somewhat productive. Even though I've been on here for an hour, I have gotten a fourth of the work done that I usually would. Well, technically, this is a live whip and chat because I'm working in progress on this order and chatting with y'all. Full 53. I do need to take, you know what? I'm going to sling this on my bag right now so I remember it so I can film whip and chats at my husband's house because there is nothing to lean my phone on. He is very minimalist. Drives me insane. I get it, but like we need stuff. So I'm gonna put this on my bag so I don't forget it so I can film whip and chats over there. Right now I'm working on Lucian or Lutein. I don't know how to say it. by Margaret Morales from the shop we do not speak of. Oh no, a girl with her books. Girl. Konnichiwa, everyone. Today we are fulfilling orders with Senpai. Not good with anime voice. I don't think my voice is high pitched enough for that. But sometimes, like, me and my husband will be watching an anime because, like, we randomly, like, right now we're watching. We just finished. My senpai is annoying, and it's literally me and my husband. So it's like about this little, like, this small woman. She's an adult. Um, who like has a crush on her like superior, her like higher up at her office job, and he's like super huge, like 6'6" or something. And it's just hilarious to see their dynamic because she's so tiny and she's like all angry and little and me, and then he is like my husband except more has more charisma. 517. I like when there's like a number that is like nail on the head, exactly 100 or 200, 300, 400 of a color because it's easy. I can just scoop, 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 scoop because this is exactly 100 90% of the time. Let's see. What did you guys say? That's what my wall is. Me and Bev should voice act a manga or a manga for I don't know how you say it. I think it's manga. Okay, well, I have to read. So I've only read the A Court of Thorn and Roses series. I haven't read the other ones. I have to do it, but right now I can't focus enough to read paper, so I have to do Audible. And the voice of the voice actress of that book reader, oh God, is so annoying. I'm just like, please, no. I want to listen to the story, but Jesus. I listened to 3 chapters and I like literally just shut it off. I was like, no, ma'am. I should do me and Bev should do the voice acting on live. Hey Bev. Hey Bevy love. One. There we go. Also, okay, can you all stop ordering things with blue? I'm running out of blue every week. I literally think I should bite the bullet and buy a kilogram of every single blue and gray color and just because I'm gonna need it. I'm down, Bev. I'm serious. We just have to find a script. I'm down. I'm so sad. One of my favorite book series, and don't judge me for it. I'm in love with Twilight. It's my comfort food. The thing I got obsessed with when I was in middle school. You know, it is what it is. But the voice actor for her, oh, so annoying. Oh, so bad. She's oh, it's not good. I actually do have a hand puppet that I made in puppetry class because you guys know I was a theater major, so of course I had a puppetry course. It's a monster from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, exactly, Dinah. Oh, when they pronounce names wrong, I'm just like, bruh. Bruh. 747. We have made it to a new wall! I need my other scoop. I'm gonna need a bigger scoop. I love Kristen Stewart, though. But to be fair, she was written very bland. Just kind of like one of those characters you can insert yourself in. So, like, I get why she acted the way she did, but also not the best. Just so you guys are aware, I'm on live, so people can probably hear you. Okay. I didn't like The Host. Well, I only watched the movie for The Host. True, her face is the same. Um, I feel like I should have acted as the creepy baby in Breaking Dawn. That should have been my job. Also, okay, I can't help but relate. Anytime they say a character is uncharacteristically short, I'm like, oh, that's my character. That's me. So I am Alice. Okay, but to be fair, me and Alice have a lot of parallels. Aside from the fact that I dye my hair is naturally black. I am very tiny, even for being an adult. I'm obsessed with fashion, though you guys may not know. Um, I'm extremely pale. Uh, I get overbearing and annoying sometimes because of my sprightly energy. Uh, so there's that. And then in A Court of Thorn and Roses, I'm like, oh, I'm Amryn. That's me, baby. It's me all the way. Snarky bitch. Maybe I should do book reviews in my whip and chats. Do I glitter? That sounds like something that like happens when a person. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Hey, buddy. Bye, Christiane. I'm doing okay. I have had anxiety today, but it is better since being on live. And I am packing an order of one of the seven deadly sins. Puck? Who's Puck? 758. See, mainly when I'm packing orders, I get the walk like a man, talk like a man stuck in my head, but instead it's 893, 893. Yes, you can say it. Okay, controversial opinion as a theater major. I hate Shakespeare. I hate him. I hate his work. Find it repetitive and boring and overhyped. And the look on my professor when I told him that was just like, how dare you? How dare you? And I was just like, sorry. They were so mad. 761. Can you guys see me? You can see me now. Hello. Okay. Ooh, ow, wisdom tooth pain. Ouch. It'll pass in a second. Ouch. Ah. I hate it's so weird how it comes and goes. I'm not really a fan of pink head. I usually like brown head. I do love me some spicy books. Ooh, my suppliers just messaged me. Hopefully that means they're shipping out soon. Cause they're stressing me out. No, they're really nice to me. Mainly because since I started this, I'm ordering them from them every week, and they're like, yes, yes, anything to please you. No, they're not like that at all. But they're just like, oh, you're a priority now over other customers because you are so consistent with orders. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. What? Who has purple? Butter, you rang? Look at that color. Ooh, I actually have to order more of that color. Do you see how all of my pinks are running low? All of my pinks, all of my blues. Like, what's up with y'all? A hot Catholic priest? Wait, what? Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey is not great. Okay, controversial. Really, Sabrina? Oh my God, that's crazy. I'll have to check that next time. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh, I've always said with 50 Shades of Grey, like, okay, when I read it, I was a virgin, and I thought the sex scenes in that book were boring, and I was like, if that's what spicy stuff is, then what is wrong with me? Because I haven't even done it yet, and that sounds boring. And I said that to my mom, like, because we both read it at the same time. She was like, I mean, yeah, as a married person, I think that's basic. I don't know if that says something about me, but please don't spill everywhere. Thank you. Okay, wait. Let's get this accurate. I hate having to go back to one for a third time. I'm like, that's enough. Enough of this insanity. I like romance novels, and my husband always laughs because I start getting all blushy and fidgety around him whenever I'm reading one, which I only read them like maybe once a year, and he's just like, "You're blushing because I did this," and I'm just like, "Stop it! Stop! Don't take advantage of my what is it called? Imaginative mind." Oh, should I watch the Handmaid's Tale? Good one, Stephanie. I mean, I do have a whole box of zip ties, but I haven't used them for anything like that yet. I'm sorry, Becca. Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. It's a terrible rendition. Scoop number one, scoop number two. Also, okay, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but okay, so no matter what supplier you go to for drills, there are going to be some colors that are more trashy than others. It's just something I've noticed. It's just kind of an inevitable thing. Inevitable. Um, but if I notice one color is more trashy than another, I'll give like more extra than the others. But I don't want people to think like when they're finished with the diamond painting, like, why did they not give me enough of this color, but they gave me so much of this color? It's like, There's more trash in that. I wanted to make sure that you had enough. Also, I have two colors, two. I think it's 159. No, it's one of the 150s that are like grayish blue, and then 37.99. Those ones come stuck together, so I like bang them on the table before I put them, so that hopefully most of them will be broken apart for you guys before it works. See, but I'm the more dominant one, so the zip ties would not be for me. No, it's like 50-50. um, yeah, I've heard good things about The Handmaid's Tale. I just haven't been in the mood for like watching television. I've mostly been watching so right now I've been watching Stephanie Harlow's podcast with like a retired police officer where they go over cases. That's what I've been watching. 792. 792. I went to the moon in 1783. Do not spill. No. Derek, who's Derek? I haven't watched Big Brother since I was like essentially a child. And a little bit more. Just for precautionary reasons. Oh. Yeah, I forgot that his name was Derek. I was like, Derek. I'm terrible with names. Stephanie had messaged me and she mentioned somebody by name. And I was just like, who is this person? Who are you talking about? And it took me like a good probably 15 minutes to realize who she was talking about. Hi, Chris and Kel. Levasseur. But he says Levasseur. I'm like, come on, do the fancy way. Do the fancy one. But yeah, right now I'm on part 5 of the Casey Anthony case, which I've gone over that case a bunch of times, like with other things, but they're going into like depth, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. My opinion has not changed on what I believe happened though. So there is that. 793. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Let's see if that was close enough. A little bit too much. I went a little too spicy on that run. It was a spicy meatball. I miss my husband. I like when he comes with me to work here. He's also like a very big man, and this is a very small room, so he gets like a little in the way. But when he's not here, I'm just like, wish he was here. It's so funny. He is so not like showy, lovey-dovey, and everyone's like, "Do y'all even like each other?" I like him a lot. um, so in my opinion, and like I'm totally open to change my opinion, but currently, at least in part 5 of the case, or their overview of it, I think that the dad did have something to do with it. I don't think he was the one who did it. I don't think he killed Casey. Kaylee? No, Kaylee. Kaylee. I don't think he killed Kaylee. But I do think he knew about it before, well before the mom did. I think he probably knew about it because of how strange they were acting with each other versus the mom, if that makes sense. Um, he seemed a little bit more in tune with what happened, even when they didn't know the details. So I think he knew something, and I think he helped her cover it up in a small way. I don't think it was like I think it was more like he was like, okay, I'll be your alibi for this small thing, but we got to figure this out. I won't tell anybody, but I'm heartbroken, you know. So that's how I feel about it. But I do think Casey, or yeah, Casey, whether she got very I think she got really angry and overwhelmed and was already angry and overwhelmed with her family that she snapped and did something and it caused Kaylee's incident and that's how she passed. But I don't think she meant to, but I also don't think she really wanted to be a mom. I don't think she did it on purpose so she could be free and live her life. I think it was a lot of things on top of each other, and then she did it on accident, maliciously on accident, but on accident. Like maybe she was trying to abuse her, um, and then it happened. That's what I think. Bye, Becca! Okay, but styling your hair definitely always feel like a new woman. I think the reason why I think because he was even before they found her, he tried to off himself again, and he had tried to do that several times. So in my opinion, it's I don't think the mom knew anything. I think the pressure and strife she caused in the family, both for everyone in that house, the brother, Casey, the dad, I think she caused a lot of strife and anger and anxiety and she put Casey under a high stress situation, which caused her to act unreasonably and overbearingly, which resulted in the incident. Um, I don't think it had anything to do with the pool though, because the tape is what does it for me. I think she was trying to abuse her, because the thing is, I do know people who are victims of parental abuse, and that is something that is done where they cover their mouth with tape. And maybe she thought it would be fine and she would be able to breathe through her nose or something. But then maybe because she was crying and upset, it got stuffy. She suffocated, and Casey was like, didn't mean for her to die. Well, gotta cover this up. You know? No, he didn't commit it. He tried to. Oh, yeah. So, well, at least from the podcast I'm listening to now, he tried to do it 3 times. One time in the earlier marriage before when the kids were kids, one time I think around the time Kaylee went missing before he realized she did, and then one time afterwards, I believe. I could be wrong. I think he just loved his daughter enough and he's like, well, I've already lost my grandchild. I might as well just help a tiny bit. And he felt really bad about it. But yeah, so I have like some family members and some friends who were in foster care, and their paternal parents and um, foster parents in different situations were physically abusive and did do stuff with tape and stuff to get them to shut up or not eat or whatever. So for me, it's not out of left field for that to be something she would have done. Well, I don't think he touched them. In my opinion, I think he was trying to be the best dad he could in the situation, which meant helping her at least with something. But I just have a feeling he knew at least a little something. Just to me. After everything I've read, it just seems like he knew a little something. I don't know what, but a little something. Yeah, well, I think that honestly, I think you can like sense when people are weak or who have been abused because most of the people I know who have been abused end up getting abused again, and it's not their fault. I think the perpetrators um, can sense their weakness or their fragility or that that's something that has happened to them, and then they do it because they sense that they can get away with it. I'm not sure why that is, but literally all of my friends who have been and some family members who have been victims of whatever type of abuse, it was never a one-time thing by one person. It was always multiple different people. But that's just me thinking possibly. But my mom has a feeling about that too, because I don't get how it could happen to the same person so many times when it's not that person's fault. It's not. I feel like the criminal can sense it. Maybe I'm tripping, Stephanie. I think he was researching methods of suicide. I think that's what it was. I don't think he actually tried to attempt it. I think he was like researching methods that he could. So I think you're right that he didn't try to commit it, but he was researching it. So in my head, I was like, oh. But I don't know. Maybe it was even something as small as Casey telling her dad, like, you're not gonna find him, or you're not gonna see her again, and he just got the vibe, or something, or maybe he had intuition, but it just seemed like he knew something to me. That is true, but I don't know. Maybe my opinions will change. Well, I think the mom's an idiot. Don't get me wrong. I think she's an awful parent. Yeah, maybe not Stephanie. Yeah, I would not be running around naked in my lawyer's office. Um, but I think he either had a sixth sense and knew, but I feel like he knew that something happened, like that it was a permanent loss before. That makes sense. Um, but I do think all the majority fault, like at least 98% fault, was Casey. Also, the lies that women tells. Oh my goodness. 794. Well, also the part that I'm in the podcast so far is mostly information I've already had. So this is the the information that I've just kind of where I came to my conclusion to this point already, but they haven't gotten into a bunch of the other details that were released once the court case. I'm barely at the part where the mom is calling in and saying my granddaughter's missing. So I don't know how much more information there is after that. I feel like the only way I would be running around naked in my lawyer's office is if like maybe like I don't know, I hugged somebody who was wearing a detergent I was listening or I'm allergic to, and then I was like having hives and I'd be like, get it off. But that's the only way. Or if my husband was a lawyer, but he would not be. 796. But yeah, overall, like I overall, I do think the majority fault is with Casey. Oh, so I don't know if they've disproved it yet. Because so far, because if you've watched the Crime Weekly podcast, they say it everything for the most part chronologically, and I don't know if they've talked about that being disproven yet. They just said that that was like something that was in the evidence files that those searches were made by him because he would have been the only one home. So I don't know if that changes, then my opinion would probably change. Because most of the hard evidence hasn't really been talked about. It's more setting up what kind of people these people were. 2000. Oh, okay. Yeah, but also that's another thing. Like the dad did have like some experience as a cop. Like sure he may not have dealt with a lot of cases having to do with homicide, but like how she was found and the way it was set up, he definitely wasn't very involved if he was. Unless he was incredibly stupid, which he doesn't really seem like a stupid man. Closest white girl. But yeah, overall, like, I've just been really into the true crime stuff. But my husband hates it because then I'll look at him all suspicious. I'm like, I know you, but do I? Do I? And he's like, if I wanted to murder you, I would have done it. I like you too much. For now. We're always messing with each other. I'm like, you can't get to me if I get to you first. Is that weird to joke about with your spouse? That's probably very weird. Oh. I mean, Bev, you are the only Canadian I know. Like, do you think is it like what's the demographic in the area? Like, is it majority white people? Because in my head, I'm always like Canada is white people for the most part. For California, at least my location, it's like at least 80% Hispanic, and then the rest is no. It's like 60% Hispanic, no, 50% Hispanic, 40% black, and then the rest is a mix. Sabrina, I didn't know you were Canadian. Well, also, I'm asking you the question too. So, majority white people. What? Wait. Although, okay, I don't know what's wrong with me. So, you guys, I need you to not judge me, okay? When I listen to Cole or like when I listen to what is it called? Like what is it called? True crime cases. I'm always trying to prove them innocent in my head because I'm like, how could somebody do that? So in my head, I'm always trying to be like, no, they have to be innocent in a way. There has to be something. It just can't be as simple as that. But usually it is. Like literally, okay, when I was listening to the Stacy or Lacey Peterson and what is his name? Something Peterson. He doesn't matter because he probably did it. But I can't fully convince myself that he's the one who did it. I think he had something to do with it. I think he paid somebody off to do it, and then he pulled a dummy and didn't realize how guilty he made himself look still. True, that is true, Stephanie. See, I'm always like, but what if there's this loophole where they're not an evil person and it's just this like random serial killer? I don't know why my brain is like that. That's true, Stephanie. That's how I feel like there wasn't enough reasonable doubt. But for me, I'm just like, I don't know. I always try and find the good in people, and I'm like, no, no, it has to be some weird, wild serial killer. Like the Golden State Killer, no doubt, he did it. There's DNA evidence to prove it. But I'm like, no, no. Okay, this is not something to be proud of, but I do want some true crime podcast or something to go over a family member of mine's case because he needs to be exposed for how horrible he is. I mean, he was never mean to me, but yes, Stephanie, that's what I'm saying. I think he paid those people to do it. I think he did have something to do with it. I don't think he was the one who physically did it. There, there. Hello, Brayden. But I'm always trying to prove them innocent or at least half innocent. Or like maybe they're not at fault. Maybe it wasn't on purpose. Because it's like there's no way that I would do it. So I'm like, I don't get how anybody could do that. See, but the thing is, I don't know if I'm the right person to reach out and say, like, hey, you guys should go over this case because I'm related to the criminal. And my mom witnessed the case and was even horrified and sad for the other party. But it's not like I'm like bringing justice to the other person's family. I don't want, if they don't want it talked about, I don't want to, you know. And but my mom was actually in the courtroom and it was bad. It was real bad. Cuz she went to support her cousin. And it was just but it's like I want to know the details to see how somebody who is like part of the same family can be like that. I don't know. I don't know. No, they're not blood related, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, but the thing is I don't want to reach out to their family and be like, "Hey, like if some true crime uh like if some true crime like person goes and does it on their own, I will be fascinated to watch it, and I will. There's nothing really input I can give. I saw him at family parties twice a year, every year while I was a kid. I'll I'll have to see, because morally I feel wrong trying to do that. True, there is a dark sheep. Um, but yeah, it's just such a weird situation, and the thing is, knowing their family past, because like obviously, like family knows generally like weird things that most people wouldn't know. And I'm just like, mm. But yeah, so I'm always like, because I can't even find anything except for a newspaper article of what happened. Whoa, what? Who are you talking about, Stephanie? I have to look up that case. What case is that? People do be crazy. But then again, I'm over here. I can't understand how those people can think that way. Me literally writes horror stories. Okay, but they're like magical, mystical. I'm gonna have to. That's crazy. See, there's not a lot of serial killers or serial killings that happen, at least in my like county, because so okay, my county is the murder capital of the US currently, I believe, or it's second place. It always um the Bronx and San Bernardino County always go on and off, but we also are the largest county in the world. But okay, but I will say I was watching I think it was Stephanie Harlow, and I was like just letting whatever case came on next. They said the uncle and the mother's names of my cousin who did those things, and I thought they were about to go into that, and that's why the idea even came up that I would want to see that. But then it was someone completely different, and they just happened to have an uncle and a mom with the same exact names. It's crazy. Okay, no, I am in San Bernardino County. Modesto is very close, though. Well, not very close, but it's like I could drive there, like reasonably. It's not like a super crazy far distance. Um, but at least in my county, there's not really. By the way, the relative who did those things does not live in the same county. So if you're gonna look it up, it's not the same county. You can DM me though. Um, but uh, San Bernardino County, we have a lot of murder, but it's usually gang related. So it's generally not like, I mean, obviously it's killing without a purpose, but it's not like, it's more like, well, gang related. It's not like serial killers, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm not really like worried about serial killers here, I guess. I mean, it could happen. 800 588 2300 Empire tonight. I would love to see Stephanie do true crime. I was born and raised in California. Although I wish I lived somewhere where we had actual weather. That would be nice. Ooh, I'll have to look into her. But like I said, my takes on those cases are always like far off and nobody else thinks what I think. But like I said, I think it's my point of view. I'm just like, no, not possible. Can't be possible. Nobody would do that. Yes, they would, Jade. That's why they're murderers. 803 2. That's crazy. Um, but the case of a person I'm related to, um, he got caught, I think within a week. 'Cause he's an idiot. I mean, not that he shouldn't have gotten caught, but he's an idiot for doing it in the first place. I would love to see Stephanie do true crime because even just talking to her on live, you can see how passionate she is about it. I couldn't though. I think I'd get the heebie-jeebies. Heebie-jeebies. But my mind is so messed up. The things I create when I'm writing stories, oh no, no, no. I'm like, something wrong with me? Dang, Stephanie got all the recommendations. 809. Ah, this has just been getting quieter and quieter. Bye, Diana. It was nice seeing you here. Or even like Stephanie, I would love. Okay, this is what I would love because the thing is, I also know that um, you have a life, you have a kid. Can't I don't know how much time you have to actually research, but even I would love just you retelling it from just your firsthand memory. And even maybe adding in snippets later, but I love hearing it just flow like naturally out from what you remember and what your important parts were. Like how you, yes, exactly, how you would talk as a person. I'm terrified of being stopped. I mean, who isn't though? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. When an order calls for 10,000 of a color. Eee. Are you talking about Jeremy, like the diamond painter? This person needs 10,000 of this color. But yeah, after I'm done with this order, I'm gonna go back to my husband's house and edit the next 10, which, Bev, you are on that list of the next 10. Oh, that was 5,000. I almost just sent them 5,000. That would have been bad. Also, I think it's funny, a lot of people don't realize that, like, the full-size non-minis from Heaven and Earth Designs are as big as they are, because they'll message me for a quote and they'll be like, why is it so expensive? And I'm like, you do realize it's this size, right? And they're like, I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yes, it's huge. Hello, Mike. Yay, Bonnie, I'm so excited. Yeah, the minis are like still considered large. So I'm saying the full size ones, crazy big. And then I refer them to Diamonds and What or Katie's where she's showing the dragon that she has to use 4 different panels for because it's so big. Okay, but tell me if this is a better idea or not. I want to get a cross stitch chart that I enjoy, and then I want to cross stitch, or not cross stitch, I want to diamond paint the hood of my car with one of those paintings. Sabrina, get through them. That way you could try it. See, okay, question for you guys. Do you think it's fine for me to destash on my website? Just because it's easier to keep crack keep track of like what's going on and then get people's email or get people's addresses and everything. It would be in its own like little separate subsection of my website. But do you think that that'd be fine? That person just used like half of this. Because I have a lot of paintings I need to destash. Okay, Sabrina. Sabrina, if you actually want to see what I have, you can DM me on Instagram. Yeah, I figured I'd destash on my site just because it makes all of that stuff easier, and then it can be in its own little subsection where you can't even see it on the main site. You have to have a link to it. Okay, Bev, I will. Oh, my car is a she is old. She is beat up. She is spray painted on the side because I had to spray paint parts of it where the metal was showing because I didn't want it to rust. So don't worry, I'm not expecting to resell. I'm driving that baby until she's dead. See, the tricky thing about selling them as a lot is like sometimes people are like, "Oh, but I only want one from that." But I feel like it would be annoying. Like I feel like for a bigger value item, it's like easy to sell one by one because like, it's worth like the shipping and everything. But when you're selling like something smaller, it's hard. Okay, just so y'all are aware, if I destash, 90% of it is going to be squares. So just prepare thyselves. Okay, so I am going to get ready to let you guys go, just because I'm supposed to take photos of my brother. He needs some headshots because he is a professional and he needs them for his job. Dreamy sigh. Ah. I love squares. I had some people like asking me, "Will you ever sell rounds in your shop? Will you ever sell round diamond paintings?" I'm like, maybe round diamond paintings, but very highly doubt I will ever sell round, uh, like just drills, just because, for one, I'd have to double the amount of stuff I have, and two, I don't think they'd sell as much because all of the Heaven and Earth designs, like crown jewel canvases, are sized for squares. See, my favorite pens are like ones that are shaped like doorknobs. I don't get arm pain or hand pain anymore. And if I ever decided to sell pens, which I probably won't because I'd have to make them and I'm lazy. My dad does want to make them. So maybe in the future, but I like them to be like the doorknob holding ones where they just have like the point on one side. 824. 824. Do, 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 do. I'm already on here longer than I was. Oh, okay, I was like, what the heck? That is not that amount. I forgot to tear my scale with a cotton ball. This cotton ball weighs exactly 100 drills. So I put that in there to tear, so I always give at least however much extra plus the weight of the bag. Dang, I was right on target. Wow. What is No, there's no famous like is there a famous dart thrower? I mean, I don't think so. Like a household name? I don't think so. Yeah, if you go on my Instagram, if you see any of my progress photos, like if they show a pen, it's like the knobby type of pens. They're so comfortable. And if yes, the butt plug pen. Um Stephanie, if you and Matt made those, I would buy a million. I can go outside and send you. There's one in my front yard. Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure there's one in my front yard. I'll go check right now. There's a lot of palm tree decoration in my house because we have a beach theme in a couple of the rooms. Okay. My office is right up there in that balcony. That's where the drill office is. Let's see. There's palm trees right there. Right there for you, Debbie. That's my neighbors. Let's see. Oh, and across the street, bunch of palm trees. There's a different kind of palm. All kinds of palm trees. Oh, I probably shouldn't be showing this. It's okay, I didn't show in her dress. But you did get to see palm trees. Hold on. Let me stand to where you can see palm trees behind me. Oh, I just fell in the flower bed. Oh, hold on. Take a picture, Bev. I'm so surprised there's like, none at all. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but. Luckily, I don't live at this house half the time, so. Dude, I've been having deja vu so much lately, and it's freaking me out. And here is Jada Gym Shop. Oh, shoot. We're back in the office. Here, let me check. There's even baby palm trees that you can have in a pot in your house. Do you want me to send you one, Bev? Maybe it might. Well, maybe I can't because of customs. Bev, there's like one every at least 100 yards in California. If you find an area that there isn't a palm tree, you're in the mountains. You can't kill it. You only have to water it once a month. Yes, hide the cat skull in it. Um, I hope there's no issue with sending that to Bev. I don't think there should be. Yes, come visit me, Bev. Okay, but like, let me have my house finished. I'll have everyone visit me once my house is finished. Why does this look funny? It looks funny to me. Can you climb a palm tree? It would hurt really bad. And there's palm trees that like have date fruit. There's palm trees with coconuts. There's palm trees with just seeds. There's palm trees with nothing. There's like, I think, 100 different species of palm tree. And we have all. Oh, fun fact. a lot, a lot of the palm tree scenes, like for like Hollywood or like Hollywood movies where you just see like palm trees lined up. That's like a 15-minute drive from here, like where they take that. It's out by the orange crops. There's a bunch of orange trees here too. I thought Paw Patrol too. I was like, what is Paw Patrol gonna do? I think the cat skull could be fine because it's a dried good. There's no bugs in it, and it was soaked in peroxide, so I think that should be fine. Yes, 90210. Or yeah, 90210. I'm pretty sure they filmed that where it's like looking up at the sky and you just see palm trees on both sides. That's like, I'm all pointing like you guys know, but that's like 10, 15 minutes down the street over here. Now it's like the street where they film those is also very close to a bunch of Amazon warehouses. Just a little fun fact for ya before I go. I love puffy sleeves. Okay, but this dress, can this dress stop? Like, can you stay where you meant to and put the girls in place? Instead, it's like, nope, let's do this. You look like a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm a grown adult woman with grown adult needs and grown adult responsibilities. No! No, okay, you wouldn't be able to find it. Like, 'cause they don't list it anywhere. I just know it's a fact because sometimes they block it off and they'll say like filming for whatever. And they'll have like but Hollywood they'll just go anywhere. If they need a specific look, they'll go anywhere in California to get anything. They're like, "Oh, we need a video of orange tree. Let's go to this part. Oh, we need a video of this. Okay, let's go to this part." Hey, I narrowed down the county, but the our county is the largest county in I'm pretty sure the world of places that have counties. It's huge. When I was in history class in high school, they related that you could fit every single person that is alive in the world if they stood 2 feet by 2 feet by each other in San Bernardino County. That's how big San Bernardino County is. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Of course, I stayed on here way longer than I meant to. I was gonna stay on here for an hour because I was like, oh, I'm having anxiety. It'll be fine. Like, I'll do it for an hour and it'll be fine. Of course, I stayed on here longer because you guys made me feel better. So I appreciate you guys being here. Please don't stalk me. I will send you all palm trees if you don't stalk me. And I will see you guys at a later date. Bye.